Thank you guys for tuning in to It Be Like That, where any and everything is bound to happen because hell, it be like that. Today I got a couple of stories for you guys. One about two teens unaliving two females, which is a sad story, but we'll get into that. Another story I have two administrators getting high in the school parking lot. Ain't that ironic? But we're gonna get into that. Then I got another one of a black lady being arrested only because she was going over her mother's house to check on the house, didn't know was squatters inside, and that led to her arrest. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let's get on into it and see what's happening.
22 hours after two women were shot to death in southwest Memphis. Two men have been charged with their murder tonight. Action News 5's Bria Bolden shares how the men were caught in a raid this week and has a look at their criminal history.
Desmond Emery and Jonathan Rush, both just 21 years old, now charged with murder. Memphis police say the two men killed Sharon Wilson and Ellen Granberry on Manson Road in southwest Memphis December 16th. Granberry's longtime friend spoke to Action News 5, telling us Granberry was a mother, business owner, and talented stylist.
We're not going to ever know the full story. We worked there.
She right.
Don't know. My biggest thing is how she felt. What was the ordeal, that was going through her mind? Oh my God, I'm not going to make it out of this.
Granberry also apparently had plans to write a book about her divorce from Marquis Granberry, former owner of Mo Money Taxes.
Now see, by them stating that she was gonna write a book, that right there could have been the catalyst that drove her to get, unalived. A lot of times when you writing books and when you telling certain informations about certain individuals, that individual, or let's say that individual friends or family, might not want that information, revealed. And especially if it was some negative information, that right there could be, the reason for this whole situation to happen altogether.
Marquis, another owner and manager, were barred by a federal judge from operating a similar business and preparing tax returns altogether after employees were caught preparing fraudulent returns and charging high fees.
So we want to make sure that anyone who had anything to do with this homicide, that we arrest them and put them in jail.
Monday, Emery and Rush were arrested by the Shelby County Sheriff's Office while serving a warrant at a home on Grosvenor Avenue connected to a different homicide. Their arrests came on the same day. Police say the two men killed Sharon and Ellen. Deputies found drugs, stolen guns, and vehicles at the home and arrested multiple other people, including Emery and Rush. Emery is currently charged with first-degree murder for the Manson double homicide. According to court documents, Emery was indicted in April for stealing a gun and posted a $2,500 bond. He was also charged with evading arrest and possession of a prohibited weapon in September. That case has been sent to a grand jury. Rush is charged with first-degree murder and being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm for the Manson double homicide. Rush was indicted by a grand jury in August 2023 for having a gun while committing a felony, among other charges. A warrant was out for his arrest, according to court records.
As you can see, man, these young brothers right here just threw their lives away. Y'all 21 years old. Y'all haven't even lived life yet. And I already was being assaulted for other charges. That's why the house got raided. The house got raided because they already assumed, well, not assumed, but they already got y'all on other crimes that y'all done committed. It just stumbled upon y'all the same individuals that they looking for this double homicide. But as you understand, y'all was already being sought on. Y'all was already being investigated. They already raided your house, found stolen cars, guns, stolen items. Technically, y'all just told on y'allselves. So when they hit y'all with this murder charge, it's not going to be far-fetched for all the jury to say, oh, yeah, that's them, because they look what they was into beforehand. It's just sad, man. Y'all 21 just threw y'all lives away, man.
Reporting in Memphis, Bria Bolden, Action News 5.
Both Rush and Emery are behind bars tonight for charges related to the raid on Grosvenor. Rush has a $50,000 bond, Emery with a $165,000 bond. The two of them have not been in front of a judge yet for bond consideration for the Manson double homicide. Both men are expected to be in court January 9th.
Good afternoon, a Warren school superintendent in court. Investigators say 38-year-old Holly Stang was in a car smoking marijuana in a parking lot Friday night with her colleague Amanda Carroll, also 38, located at 9 Mile and Ryan in Warren and right across the street from a school. Authorities say the two women left in separate cars. Police pulled both of them over and determined that they both appeared to be under the influence. Taken into custody and subsequently placed.
All right. Now, they said they was both detained in separate cars going their separate ways. So, if this is, I don't know if this is a picture of badges for school ID badges, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't know if this is their mugshot. But if it is, her right there on the, her right there on the what? Or you guys left, the white lady. She seemed, you can kind of tell she seemed kind of frazzled. She seemed a little bit, you know what I'm saying, stunned. And she looked kind of high, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, she do look a little bit kind of high. Now, the black lady on her, you can kind of tell she high. She giggly already. If she was in custody when she took this picture, who smiled getting locked up? Who smiled getting a charge put on them? Who smiled knowing that somebody either got to come and bond you out or you finna have to pay this ridiculous bond? I mean, so with that being said, you can kind of tell by they, appearances. Yeah, they high. Yeah.
On leave from their jobs at Fitzgerald Public Schools, where Carroll is the food services director and Stang is the superintendent. William Barnwell is Stang's attorney.
Based on marijuana alone, that is very difficult to prove under Michigan law. It's not like alcohol where you have a .08 legal limit.
I ain't lying, you see him? That's 100%. That's a real lawyer right there. That's the type of lawyer that you want with you in any criminal charge you have. Do you hear me? You see how he was side talking everything? You see how he was breaking it down? Like, you cannot 100% prove nothing is what he's telling you. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol is a little bit different than marijuana when you talk about trying to test it. Marijuana stays in your system for 30 days or better. Alcohol, not as much. So I do understand where he come from, but I just like his tactic and how he was talking. You could tell that was a lawyer right there.
Police also looking into why Stang allegedly had a hunting rifle in her car.
And as to the weapons count, we're talking about a hunting rifle, perhaps. Not like a concealed weapon, not a machine gun, a hunting rifle. To my knowledge, she's not a hunter. I don't know if she had any knowledge that that was even there. Was it even hers?
Both women are out on bond. They are due to be back in court on January 2nd. In Warren, Camille Mary, Fox 2 News.
Good evening. I'm George Estevez.
Hello, I'm Wendy Corona, and for Linda Stouffer.
That alleged squatter remains in the Clayton County house more than 3 months after an eviction battle began. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray is here now. Justin, the homeowner, is the one facing criminal charges here, not the squatters.
George, the Clayton County homeowner says she showed up to the house because she thought the alleged squatter had finally moved out after losing a court judgment. Instead, the Clayton Sheriff's Department says that homeowner performed an illegal eviction.
They've been squatting, and if they have to get somebody killed, calm down.
From Clayton County Sheriff's body camera, you can see the homeowner, Lalitha Hale, taken away to jail. Not the alleged squatter at this Livingston Drive home.
She's going to be charged with criminal damage to property for all of your belongings. Criminal trespass as well for her coming in here.
I spent the night on a mat on a concrete floor in deplorable conditions. While this woman, this squatter,
that's jail for you,
slept in my home.
Lalitha Hale says this all started back in August when she called police after finding Sakimia Johnson in the house.
How can she not be a squatter when I don't know this person? I've never had any type of...
She knows she ain't paid rent either.
But a Clayton County magistrate judge ruled under the new Squatter Reform Act, Sakimia Johnson did not qualify as a squatter because she is related to a previous evicted tenant's partner.
I was renting his citation under the law or just on the order saying, denying it, saying that I wasn't a squatter.
That started a multi-month court battle, filings and appeals. Johnson even filed for bankruptcy, listing Lolitha Hale as her only creditor. But November 18th, the magistrate judge ordered a final judgment in Hale's favor. Hale says she thought Johnson moved out.
Returned on Monday to start painting.
This is sad.
And she had broken the locks and re-entered my property. She just pulled up out of nowhere, and she had this guy with him, and I locked the door. I locked the screen door, and he forced himself in, telling us to get out.
Hale admits she is still waiting on a signed writ of possession, meaning she has no legal right to evict.
We have to be notified of this. A writ has to be served, and we have to be involved in that for it to be a legitimate eviction.
Hi there, it's Justin Gray with Channel 2. No one is.
Now you see how they said that they have to be involved anytime you're kicking a squatter out, anytime you serving papers to a squatter. It's just smart to always call the cops before you even head over there to their property, because you never know what's going to transpire or anything. You don't know what they got going on over there when you get there. That might enrage you and make you want to pop off, because technically that is your property at the end of the day. But it's just best to have law enforcement with you. Technically, a sheriff goes, and the sheriff normally kick them out, remove all their belongings and put it on the curb. You know what I'm saying? That's because, like I said, you need that legal enforcement. You need that security, knowing everything was seen by a third party. You know what I'm saying?
At the home when we knocked, the sheriff's deputy can be heard on body camera telling Hale to think of things from the alleged squatter's point of view.
But just think of it from this perspective, though. Everybody isn't as fortunate as you to have a bed. No, I'm just saying, a bed, the little things.
To see that woman walk into my mom's house while I was in the police car, something is wrong with this picture. Something is inherently wrong with this picture.
Well, there you guys go. There y'all got. I hit y'all with 3 good stories. I hope y'all enjoyed them and stuff. Like I said again, I hate that the lady is going through that with these squatters, and they know damn good well they ain't paying no rent, nor they ain't got no lease paper or anything like that. But like I say, when you go from different state to state, they got their different laws according to squatters. Some states they for, some states they not for, but every state they do have their own laws. And before you become a homeowner, or while you are a homeowner, you better read into it, because if not, you can't get your property, you know what I'm saying, taken up from up under you, you know what I'm saying, legally at that, you know what I'm saying, with no money being exchanged, if that ain't, crazy. But it goes down like that. Like I said, I'm glad y'all, you know what I'm saying, like what I brought to y'all. Until the next one, come back and join me, because at the end of the day, it be like that.